In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful, this is the Operating Systems course. Unit 1, Introduction. In this unit, you will study the Jordanian computer system architecture, and the construction of the computer, an operating system, operations of distributed system. To begin with first, what exactly is an operating system in simple terms? And it comes in a hello, right. What is the role of the computer hardware as an intermediary between the computer and the user? What are the objectives of the operating system? One of the functions is to execute user programs, and they make solving user problems easier. What about solving problems related to execution? User programs and solving problems come from a computer system that remains easy to use with the computer hardware. Of course, using the computer effectively. What are the basic components of a computer? It consists of 4 main components. Hardware, which is the physical part that we can touch with our hands. Then there's the operating system, which communicates with the hardware. Of course, here we have the hardware, CPU, memory and I/O devices, boot devices, operating system. Controls and coordinates the use of hardware among various applications and users. Of course, we said it is the intermediary between the hardware. Application programs are real programming. These are the programs that the user uses. And finally, the user is like a virtual machine or a computer. The abstract view of the components of computer hardware. Now here is the beginning of the part. Then the intermediary here between the machine and, in the end, what does the user say about these things? Computer system operations. For operations, the computer system, 1 or more CPUs, device controllers connect through a common bus, providing access to shared memory. The devices and the L group, they are connected together through something called a bus. These devices are competing. It exists for those who exist, memory, which is the days that are present in the computer, and where we have the memory, sometimes we call it memory for short, or we might call it mil-mem. Here we have the CPU, disk controller, USB controller, graphics adapter, all of them competing for a part of memory so they can work on the computer. Computer Bootstrap program. The Bootstrap program is loaded at power up or reboot, and it runs at the start of the computer's operation. Initialization, all control foundations. So, what does it start with? All types, or parts of the computer, of course, with that. This firmware is what starts the computer, which is before running, for example, Windows, in the case of a personal computer or PC or laptop. It's what even runs Windows. There's a small part that runs it, the Windows. Operating system kernel, our operating system, is the Windows execution. Who is memory only? The largest storage media that the CPU can access. Directly, we call it random access memory. It's volatile, meaning that its contents are erased when the device is turned off or when the program is closed. Random access memory. random access memory, and it's in the form of dynamic random access memory. And it's in the form of dynamic random access memory before I named her Graham. Well, it's an extension of subscribe to the channel, large, non-volatile. In the statement of retrieval, I was busy. So it's about, and here it's about, and the unit.